Hector, so good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Welcome to India. I think this has been a long-awaited trip.
I think so too. It's lovely to see you. It's been a long time, and I'm really happy to be able to be here to speak to you today, and to be able to ask you all sorts of questions about your life and the experience that you've had along the way.
So what's keeping you in Tokyo? And then we'll hop over to my history.
Yeah, so currently I'm in Tokyo working for PlayStation. My wife's from Japan. She's half Japanese, half English. She grew up there. So her family is very nearby where we live. So essentially I live in Tokyo because of my wife. So that's what it is. But it's a great living, and I really love living there.
It's one of the best cities in the world. So
yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's so clean. Like, it's just, I'm never, how do I say this? It never ends, the surprises of how comfortable it is to live there, just in terms of the quality of life. It's really high. It's very high.
Clean, safe, healthy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And just even eating food from a gas station tastes like a fantastic meal because of just the care that the Japanese put into everything that they do. So, I mean, I would never eat an egg sandwich in America at any gas station, really, but in Japan I eat them all the time. They're quite nice. So,
Privileged. I think that's a huge thing.
True. Yeah, it absolutely is. But they work very hard at everything, so it's like, it's just a respectable society, I feel.
So tell me, you've been to India a long time ago. What does it look like now?
Yeah, I mean, it's just been incredible. I remember coming here the first time with your son in 2005, maybe 2004. It was somewhere around that time frame. And we were looking to partner with J2ME video game developers, essentially programmers for mobile phones. But since that time to now, so about 20 years, just about maybe less than like 17 years or so, there's been a lot of change. You can see it just even in this area where I'm staying at. It didn't even exist. It was just an empty lot. Yeah. So it's just incredible to see just how much time has progressed, and really the quality of with what I work in video games, the talent and the capability of these younger generation to be able to actually create worldwide products is really right there. So I'm super excited.
I'm glad that's the Indian talent you're talking about.
It's the talent, absolutely.
Wonderful.
Superly talented. So I'm excited about that.
That's awesome. Good to hear that.
Yeah, no, it's really incredible. So I'm very curious about you and your journey and your life story. I mean, we've known each other for a very long time now.
Very long time.
And I recall when we first met, I was living in Amsterdam at the time.
Right.
And that was really a lot of fun being able to hang out with you and speak with you.
You guys were great fun.
Yeah, well, let's hope so.
Little kids then.
Yeah, really. I mean, we were 20. Like really young. I think about that now. It's who knows what we were doing really, but it was a great journey. But you always had a lot of wisdom, and I'm very quite curious just how you've gone about living your life. Like, do you have like a motto or some kind of a code that you live by to basically navigate life?
That's a good question. Hector, life has a strange way of coming to you with lessons. And I'm here basically because of mom and dad. You met them the first time you came. And mom obviously just passed away a year and a half ago. So it was like everything was around her, circling around her, that my existence here. But work kept me very busy, and this work is really fascinating because education, bringing, these children coming from the villages, zero education, giving them we do vocational training, it's all nails, and then giving them jobs and so we've done about almost 15,000 kids since we came here, so it's good to see them go out and blossom. Somebody who didn't expect to earn 2,000, 3,000 a month is making 40,000 a month is, a great pleasure. I think it's more the passion of sharing and being a good human being to be able to connect with them, and I'm like a universal mother to them. And they relate to me like that.
I understand that actually.
And I think that's probably the reason I'm still here, because like India can be pretty tight on you. If you're not on the game. Yeah, things can get. So now we're all totally geared into the business side, and I'm looking at other aspects which I never did before, because it was all mom and the time. But now the time is all for business. So we're looking at very exciting times ahead. You know, products, franchising, everything. Everything that I think Alex had attended one of my meetings when you guys, just before you came, he had made a trip here.
Oh, wow.
And he was with me at one of our meetings with big company that wanted to get into nails. And he was quite surprised, like Nails is going to do business here. We didn't have anything back then. So 19 years later, fast forward, there's a nail bar every 5 minutes down the street.
That's incredible.
Right? From no industry to this has been a nice journey.
Yeah, that's incredible. I'm actually really curious, when you were younger, did you feel that this is what you would be doing in the latter part of your life, or does it surprise you?
Big surprise. Not a surprise in terms of what I'm doing. I was always, independent thinking and everything. But there wasn't any opportunities. Like, I was a teenager and I got married. I was not yet 20 and I became a mom. So the whole thing was woven around your husband, the family, your children, and then our move to Canada, which was again something we never planned. But I think there was this urge to do something, but Canada doesn't give you the opportunity to do anything like this. So the job was very good there, so you don't think you're gonna. I came on a sabbatical and mom, dad said, stay back. And I went back and I left my job and they said, are you crazy? You're heading education here and you want to leave your job? So I think that point was a big stepping stone to walking on the other side of the street. And because, Timsy was not too well, so I thought, okay, this is an opportunity, let's go to India. Mom said, bring her over. So that was a good change for her. She started to feel better. I think the family makes a big difference. And this was to pass my time, this sabbatical time. And I said to her, like, I'm bored, because you see Gurgaon today, you're seeing a very big city.
Totally.
And that time was a village, right? So there's a big change. He said, oh, you like books, read books. But how long can you read books? So we took up this store and we opened a nail bar and nobody wanted to come. No artificial nails, no this, no that, but we'll do mani-pedi, whatever. So that, the mantra sets in, like, when you are running a business and you're doing something and you think, because now you've taken this on, it's not a prestige issue, but it's like you want to make a go of it. Like you guys were working so hard. Amsterdam was like, you guys were really on the game. Right. And so I think that kind of drove me to a point where this thing came into my head about the education part. But when the first 5 kids came, I realized that they were so impoverished, which I had no idea. See, I didn't know India. I am an Indian and I was born here and I spent so much time here, but I didn't know that part of India because we were never exposed to it. So when I saw these children and we started to give them training and then education and all, I realized that something inside me was changing. Just by that giving and by the opportunity that they gave me. I didn't give them an opportunity. They gave me the opportunity to grow as a human being, as a person, because had I not done that, maybe there was some part of me that would have never blossomed or not come out. So I think that was the big thought process, that what's happening is not, people say, there's so much acclaim here and they do photo shoots and the magazines and everything that happens. But I think it's the other way around. These people have given me the opportunity. to do something that gives me so much satisfaction. So I think the mantra was only to, I have a silly one which I always talk about, and I want to say it now, is make dreams come true. So these children who had no slippers and didn't have anything, and today they're driving cars and all, so that gives you a high. I think it's more like an addiction.
Yeah, I mean, I can totally understand that. The idea of you growing through giving back to other people, I think is such an incredible statement, and that you can feel that in your life that you've learned more about yourself through that process. I think that's something that, a lot of people don't really think about. It's easy to forget, I guess.
Yeah.
Are we good? Okay.
Thank
Should I
you
close?
so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.